So guys, we're back with another This Week in Destiny breakdown video. In this one we have a breakdown of how enhanced traits will work in the final shape. We also got memento changes, reduced fragment costs, started Cora, and a whole lot more. So we'll jump into all of it as usual. But before we do, if you're going to enjoy, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, as it's free to do and really does help me out here a ton. And also a lot of you who watch my content aren't actually subscribed, so if you could double check that, I would very much appreciate it. But with all that being said, let's jump straight into it. They first off do a little link here for the weapon tuning recap that they released in yesterday's blog post, which I made a separate video on. You can go and watch that if you want. Next here, they talk about the exotic weapons and armor that they revealed over the last couple of days. So today they revealed a trailer here for the Microcosm Heavy Trace Rifle, which is said to be the Traveler Beam Trace Rifle. And the trailer only shows that it will do bonus damage against shielded targets, but you can see there are some different aspects to it that they haven't yet confirmed. Next up, you have the Kvostov Auto Rifle, which states that every 7th bullet will ricochet, but it seems that those ricocheted bullets also deal bonus damage and track towards different enemies. Moving on to the armor here, you have a brand new Warlock chest piece, which will allow your strand melee abilities to create this suspending burst once all the melee charges have been used on one enemy. Very situational, exotic there, but could be quite useful. Hunters, whenever you take advantage of a arc aspect, you'll be able to create these bouncing arc explosives. And then Titans, you get a chest piece that basically allows you to launch a silo of rockets whenever you use your class ability. There's some interesting stuff there. Moving on though, we have a breakdown of how enhanced traits are going to work on the newly added weapons like the Brave Arsenal and the stuff that have been added to the playlists like the Nightfall weapons that have been added. Quick breakdown here, you'll be able to basically enhance these whenever you like, and there are 3 different tiers of enhancement which reward you with different things. So enhancement tier 1 will replace your masterwork and provides the weapon with an enhanced intrinsic that matches the stat of your old masterwork, and provides a level and a date when you first enhanced the weapon and a memento socket. For raid adept weapons only, since these weapons have a base crafted version, we want the adept versions to feel like a meaningful upgrade. Therefore, those weapons can revisit the relic on Mars to adjust their first 2 columns, typically barrels and magazines, similar fashion to how crafted weapons can augment these column perks. Enhancement level 2, which requires weapon level 11. Once the player inserts this mod, the left column traits will automatically be upgraded to their enhanced perks. If you have multiple perks, this will upgrade all traits in that column, and players do not need to revisit the relic on Mars to update these traits. And then for enhancement level 3, which requires weapon level 17, once the player applies this mod, the right column weapon trait will automatically be upgraded to its enhanced version. Like the left column, this will upgrade all traits present and does not require a visit to the relic on Mars, which is great stuff there. They then go on to confirm that they've heard feedback that weapons should have more avenues to acquire enhanced traits, and in the final shape, all new weapons will either be craftable or have access to weapon enhancement. In addition, weapons that remain active drops in the following activities will be eligible for enhancement. So you have the Vow of the Disciple Raid Adept weapons, Guardian Game weapons, King's Fall Raid Adepts, Gambit, Competitive Crucible, Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, Vanguard Ops, Nightfalls, and the Prophecy Dungeon. Some instances where weapons from before Season 17 have an origin trait though and are active drops, but they will not be eligible for weapon enhancement. If a weapon is not actively dropping in these activities and playlists, or it's under the legacy focusing options, it will not be enhanceable when the final shape releases. And if weapons are reissued and become part of a playlist, active drops once again will update older versions that have origin traits to enter the weapon enhancement. Mementos are getting a quick change here, so crafted and enhanced weapons will no longer need to revisit the relic on Mars to apply mementos. Mementos can now stack up to 3, and mementos no longer will be stored alongside player consumables. So when the final shape launches, your mementos under consumables will be shown as faded. Once the faded memento is dismantled, you'll see +1 memento added in the weapon inspection screen as a virtual currency. So a great thing there to just clean up inventory space. Reduced fragment costs like Cora, they used to cost 25,000 glimmer, but now they'll only cost 10,000, which is great. Pantheon, if you don't know, Rolk has been added, and then all the other bosses are still there, so best of luck going after that. 0 Hour is live, so best of luck in going after the crafted version of Outbreak Perfected. I've got a guide up if you need help on the actual quest for this week, as well as Archie's locations on the moon. So go and check that video out if you haven't done so. There's a webcomic here by Metoro. I think I'm saying that wrong, but if you're into webcomics, you can read this entire webcomic here. And then at the bottom, they go over things that are being added to the Destiny 2 content vault, which is basically all the stuff that has been added this year. Similar to past years, all of this year's seasonal content will be added into the content vault alongside ritual playlist bounties and legendary shards. Those are the main things. And that is it for this week's TWID breakdown. As always, if you want to read everything for yourself, you'll find a link in the description, as always. But that's it from me here today. So if you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.